Hey everyone, it's me, Joseph with Ahava Farm, and I'm really excited to be doing this interview today because I get to interview a really special human being, someone who's really special to my heart and to the heart of my family, but also to the farm and all the farm staff and many of the volunteers as well. This is Rabbi Shapiro, and you've been coming down here for how long? I mean, we've known each other for 7 years, 8, no longer. When I was in Denver,
We
10
met
years.
and became friendly. Our families became
Well,
friendly when you were still in Denver, and your family was much younger and much smaller. We in fact met when the farm was a dream.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
in the
Yeah, yeah.
in the early days of your homesteading, when there were a handful of hand watered greenhouses, your family needed a little bit of a respite care for your baby farm, and I was able to come down one fall and spend a couple of weeks here in its infancy. It's come a long way since then, and it's really a pleasure to get down here as often as I can and get my
And
hand.
you do come down here often.
When I'm available and in town, I'm here at least once a week.
Yeah.
And that works out to several times a month, most months of the year.
It's a real blessing to have you come down here. I mean, obviously my family loves having you come down here, but the team loves having you come down here too. Because usually I think when you come down, you make it an effort to go say hi to everybody and talk to everybody and love on everybody a little bit. What's that like for you?
Ahava really is a faRmily, and I think that sentence says a lot. There's a lot of loving on and loving with and loving for the land and the food and the mission and the team. And I care about the soil and its produce and the people who work it. And it's checking in with family. And when I can come down here and work in the family business and spend time tilling the family soil, it's really not tilling the family soil. It's really a privilege and a pleasure, and it's especially fun when I get to bring my family down here. In fact, as we speak, my daughter is across the farm recreating in another corner of the property with Yosef's daughter, and they are like sisters when they get together. It's at least a cousin reunion. It really is faRmily around here. Thank you, Yosef,
That's
for all
awesome.
of that.
And you mentioned that you get your hands dirty. Dirty. You don't just come down here just to hang out. I mean, you come down here to work. You really enjoy the work.
I'm a hands-on rabbi. I'm like what I like to refer to as a blue-collar scholar.
Yeah.
I really do like to get on my hands and knees and get soil and sand under my fingernails.
So you're part of the mission. I mean, you're part of the farm. I mean, of producing the actual food.
It's part of why it tastes so good, is because I know what goes into it. Really.
And you also helped up in Denver because you're from Denver. So you drive down here once a week, and that's 3 hours.
Through the seasons.
Even in the winter, even in the rain and the hail. I mean, usually when we have an emergency, you're like one of the first people to come down. I'm like, hey, we're like really short. We're needing help, and you're like, I'll come down. You're very giving with your time.
Thank you very much. It's a good investment. I really feel like I get so many benefits. It's not the kind of thing that's easy to monetize, but it sure is a good investment in quality food and quality relationships. And we live in Denver, and we're members of the CSA from there. That's part of why I have such a vested interest in this. This is how I nourish my family and my guests. But it's also it's fun to represent and advocate for the farm up in the Denver area and beyond. I spend a lot of my working time in another region of the country with a lot of agriculture, and it's fun sometimes to brag on our project right here in Peyton, Colorado.
Yeah, well, that's cool. It's wonderful. So thank you so much for taking the time. If you guys are in Denver, say hi to Rabbi Shapiro.
Or come see me on the farm.
He's always at a lot of the events and stuff, so you'll see him. He's a real big part of our mission here, a big part of our faRmily. So, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Anything else you want to say?
Eat clean, eat healthy, stay well, and help build good, healthy food sources in this country, please. We all need it right now.
All right, that's it. Thanks a lot. Have a great one.
Great work.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.